All right. Now, if you was to walk back in time a piece, and you kept on walking, and you walked back a little further, you might walk up on one of them old celebrations they be having for one reason or another. Yeah, you might see a king and queen sitting regal on the hand-carved mahogany wood throne what was trimmed in diamonds. The king, he be wearing a robe what was lined with gold. On his head it'd be a gold-studded crown. On his arm, golden armbands from his wrist to his elbow. Oh man, can you imagine all that gold wrapped around that blue-black skin? The boy was looking good. And his queen. Oh Lord, have mercy on the blind man that didn't have eyes to see. He be sitting right next to a king just as proud as he was. She too be wearing a robe what was trimmed in gold. She be wearing a diamond necklace round her neck. Her hair be braided in cornrows with strings of pure gold weaved into each and every braid. Hot dog, it make me wish I was 4,000 years younger just so I could look at her. Oh man. And look, right yonder, the holy man. He be one of the older men in the village. He spent his whole life preparing to be a holy man when he growed up. Talking to him, it'd be like standing face to face with thousands of years of knowledge all in one mind. He'd all the time be on the lookout for evil spirits and evil Negroes. Because most of the time, them evil spirits and evil Negroes was one and the same. And look, right yonder, and there, all around the village, hot dogging, the mighty warriors, the arms, the legs, the backbone of the kingdom. Yeah, there they be, shiny black muscles glistening in the fading amber sunlight. Yeah, they'd be sporting spears and decorated shields. Oh man, they were so good with them spears, they could split the hair on a jungle fly 50 feet away. Now you know that was good. And look, everywhere, around the village, everywhere you look, folks be dancing. They'd be dressed in their best celebrating clothes too, and they'd be dancing and singing and praising God for giving them peace. Then a loud scream is heard outside the village. A few minutes later, a warrior come into the circle of folk carrying the body of a child. The child mama run to him, screaming in agony, tears running down her face. The king rises, and he asks the warrior, "Why is this child dead?" The warrior say, "He was playing outside the village. I found him with this spear in his heart. It is the spear of our neighbor." Now everybody is still. Can't nothing be heard for miles around. The king sits down, knowing what had to be. He look about his people, not trying too hard to hold back the tears swelling in his eyes. His voice is nervous with grief. Then he say, Today, we praise God for giving us peace. We honored our neighbors for respecting our request for peace. Yesterday, we gave a pledge for peace. But today, we fight. Then the drums of celebration, what not too long ago spoke of peace, now talk to war. And as things like that go, villages and tribes start choosing up sides, and goodbye peace. Oh, but the holy man, who had a special kind of knowledge, he'd already seen what could happen when two peoples broke the ties with one another that kept them free. Then he began to look back into the past. And when he looked back in the past, he could just about see what was going to happen in the future. Now, he wasn't actually predicting the future, but he had the natural knowledge that told him for every action there's a what? Reaction. And then he'd go to it. I see in time to come much war, many die or suffer. I see men, they come to buy our mothers, our fathers, our children. I see many ships. I see your mother, your father, your children shackled like animals. On those ships, I see much suffering. And still we fight our brother. We lose the respect of our women, our men, our children. We come to love our master. We fight in his wars to win his respect. We fight our brother to win master's favor. We lose our God. We accept our master's gods. We accept his lies. We cease to live. We continue to die. You know, during my life, I've been through many trials, moving around the world from one place to another, having to fight for my natural life sometimes. Well, I reckon I fought because I had to live. I had to live because I believe there's something special that God put me here to do or to be. You know, for a man to live as long as I didn't live, well, couldn't have all been for naught. So I better leave a word or two with you before it's my time to go. I want you to know tonight that here before you stands a broken man. They tried to take my mind so I'd have no shame. But it sure is, it was my people that built them pyramids. I fought back and I struggled. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, sure, I did more than suffer and be somebody's old slave. I was an inventor, a politician, a scholar, no matter how they say I should behave. I was around when we had great kingdoms way across the seas. Before was pulled off my throne and knocked to my knees. You ever hear about Egypt, Kush, or Timbuktu? All these was under my rule. And I know you didn't heard about Dahomey and Ghana and Mali. These two once belonged to me. Yeah, you know, old television nowadays, they be trying to say that the pyramids might have been built by little men from outer space. Well, that's taken an awful lot of knowledge from the human race. And while we on the subject of pyramids, did you know there's in a spot what is the exact circumference of the earth? Oh yes, took some smart men to figure that out, not some old primitive serf. Oh no, and for them to know about the center of the circumference of the earth, they'd have had to know that the earth wasn't flat. Took that boy Columbus a whole lot of years to figure out that. Oh yes, this is ancient history, my folk. Just thought I'd pull your coat. I predicted what was going to happen a long time ago. Way back then, I could tell why something was going to happen and when. I was with Columbus when he set sail from Spain. And like I say, he figured the earth was flat because he couldn't see land. I fought right next to Crispus Attucks, and like him, I too had to fall. The Boston Massacre, that was later to be called. And I traveled with Harriet Tubman on the Underground Railroad. Every time she made a trip, she freed slaves by the wagon load. Oh, I've been knocked pretty low, but I've been lifted up oh so high till I got to be living proof that man is able to rise. But unless we search and search and search for the good that's in all God's men, we'll sink much lower than man's ever been. No, don't think we're going to have to stop suffering and struggling. Oh no, we're going to suffer and struggle still. But the struggle ain't going to stop us. Oh no, it may break our bodies, but not our will. Yes. Sure is a pretty night tonight, ain't it? You know, folks, they always ask me concerning my old age and healthy ways. I tells them I never smoked, started staying away from pork, stopped indulging in alcohol, realized there's more to life than just having a ball, y'all. Oh yeah, yes. Well, I wish I could stay and talk with y'all a little longer, but that town hall meeting about ready to start about now. And, well, I ain't never been one to be late for no meeting, especially when my roots is concerned. Okay, well, oh, wait a minute. If anybody asks you, tell them I was born a slave. Somewhere around the last years of slavery, I think it was. This being 1959, and, I reckon that put me somewhere close to 100, if not 100. Well, let me make sure. Wait a minute, where are my fingers? Let me see, 1858. No, wait a minute, 1859, 69, 79. Wait a minute, that ain't right. Let me start over. 1860. Wait. What? Never mind. I know I'm 100 or thereabouts. Well, I'll be seeing y'all. Bye now.
This has been The Life and Times of Zebedee. And I am your narrator, Kenneth B. Davis, saying bye.
Zebedee is his name, a master storyteller they claim. Zeb is loved by young and old, born in Catfish County we're told. Folk they come from miles away, just to hear old Zeb they say.